Hey YouTubers, it's eveRide. Finally out here on the trail with your questions, and I will be answering them. You see that airplane up there? That's kind of cool. I will be answering your questions now, and I'll probably be going a little bit slower than normal to do that, because I'm going to be reading right here. Reading off your questions. So the first one comes from one of my favorite subscribers of all time. Her name's Amy. And she asks, why is your name eveRide, and what's with the org? Well, when I was 20 years old, I started a non-profit business that was like a snowboard resort. It was just a park. And basically the fees were really low and people could get in for next to nothing. The idea that it was a subscription model for businesses to advertise their products at these parks. So businesses would rent booths and space and things like that and come and display with most of the money going to other things. Now that was a long time ago. This YouTube name was kind of what was left over. I have a couple of people who know me as the eveRide guy, so it just kind of stuck. I'll probably have to explain more about that later, and I will. Alright, next question. What do we got? Let me look down and read this thing. Oh, how old are you? Well, if I wasn't 30, which is, you know, a big, nice, round number, I wouldn't be able to tell you. I usually tell people I was born in 1982, and so you can do the math. Next question. Why do you crash so much? Answer. Because I kind of suck at riding. Wow. That is just sandtastic. Holy crap. What is this stuff? Hey, look, a rabbit. Hey, we have a little tube right here. We're gonna need to do one of them. The next question. Not a question. You are not very good at riding motorcycles. Answer. I already know, man. Don't need to point that out to me. Look at this. Ah! Oh, we're on pavement again. Alright, let's answer these questions right now while we got them here. Why don't you like vlogging on the road like this? Well, I just don't. Sometimes I get bored of it. And then the cagers and all that stuff, so I prefer the dirt, just because that's where I like to ride. Who are your favorite motovloggers? This is pretty obvious. It's Accidental Broadcast and Half Throttle. I also have a lot of different favorites, new people. Let's just say that if I comment on your videos like a madman, you're a favorite. If I'm commenting, that means I'm watching the whole thing. So, you know I'm a fan if I'm commenting. Do you like newish motovloggers? Yes, I love them. And once again, if I comment and subscribe, and mainly just comment. If I'm commenting, you can guarantee that I'm liking your video too. Look at all these questions. Why are you asking all them questions? Why does it gotta be so windy? Oh, let's see. What is your dream job? Alright, well, my average guy dream job is to basically, well, let's see. Yeah, my average guy dream job would be to teach at a college. And my kind of, beyond average dream job would be to, there we go, let's get on the road again. My above average guy dream job, these are dream jobs by the way, would be to start a business and basically make enough money to just volunteer helping kids who can't read good and do other stuff good. And my ultimate dream job would be to write and do even a little bit of direction for a show like Top Gear or something like that. I really enjoy writing, and I just like it. What is something that nobody knows about you? Hey, sir. What is something that nobody knows about you? Well, a few people know this about me, but I'm sure none of my YouTubers do, unless they are former students of mine. I wrote a book about escaping residential treatment. It's not a short book either. This is a book. This is a novel. And I had a ton of fun doing it. And I've actually got it published on Amazon Kindle, and if you're interested, send me a message and I'll give you a link. Oh, what are the qualities you look for? What are your favorite qualities or qualities that you look for in a motovlogger? One of the main things that I look for in a motovlogger is, can I watch them with my wife and kids? My wife is a big fan of motovlogging, actually. She really enjoys watching videos and things like that. And so if she likes it, I like it. Now, yeah, basically, I really like and enjoy and appreciate clean motovlogging, or at least motovlogging where the swears are beeped out. That's nice for the ladies' ears. Oh, another thing about motovloggers is I really enjoy motovloggers that are off-road. In fact, that's almost exclusively, that's what I watch. Alrighty, let's move on. Why do you use elevator music in your motovlogs? I don't use elevator music, I use eveRide music. I don't know why. I found that and I got really excited about it, and it's royalty free, and I absolutely love it. What did you teach? I taught geography, economics, financial literacy, remedial English, regular English, let's see, advanced computer graphics, beginner computer graphics, beginner computer applications, and I'm sure I'm missing a few. I taught a lot of different stuff. It was a private school and we didn't have a ton of students, and so basically I just taught a lot of stuff. What helmet do you use? This is a Fly Trekker DS. Or no. Haha, that's totally wrong. It's a lot like a Fly Trekker. It's an AFX DS39. Whoa, sand! AFX DS39. I have a, I don't know if you could say aftermarket, but I have a new face shield on it that's silver. Mounted the GoPro to the chin bar. Got a video on that. And what else have I done to it? Oh, I put on this cool light thing on the side. Switch to the boom cam. It's this guy right here. So when I'm riding at night, that thing is really, really bright. Alright, next question. What mic do you use? Well, I also answered this in a recent video. It is the Audio-Technica ATR 3350. I did an exhaustive review on it. Sandy! It's an amazing mic. The upsides are great sound quality, very little wind. The downsides are it's a powered mic, so it can run out of batteries on you, and you don't know if it's run out of batteries, and you have to turn it on and off, which sometimes you forget and you lose a lot of stuff, or you forget and you run your battery out. Neither which are good things. Next question. What camera do you use? Well, I use a GoPro Hero 2. Likes long walks on the beach. It probably really would like a long walk on the beach. Since when did this become a sandy sensation over here? This is crazy. Yeah, GoPro Hero 2. It's a fantastic camera. It does everything that YouTube has the ability to do and no more. It has an audio jack built in. You can get them used for cheap. You can find knockoff cases for cheap. And, oh, what else? The camera on my boom pole is an HD Hero 1. Alright, this is a question I get asked all the time. What tires do you use for adventure motorcycling? On the KLR 650, a really budget-friendly tire is the Kenda K270. They do well on the road. They do well enough on the dirt. They're only about $50 a piece, and they last a long time. In fact, my rear tire lasted pretty much the whole time I owned that motorcycle. And I rode that thing a lot. In fact, I put on about 10,000 miles on it in just a short amount of time. I'm gonna get back over the wheel here so I don't biff it. Next question. How difficult was it to take MrRojoneck's bikes on the trails? Rather, his bike. The KLR is a lot different from a DRZ. It's way heavier, and you can tell. And the suspension is really quite squashy. What is this garbage? The suspension is really squashy, actually. But once I got used to it, it handled just fine. It was great. I loved it. That bike is it's an amazing machine. They cleared out the dune here. That's a disappointment. Had some footage here where MrRojoneck jumped off the bike and did the Rojo run. This is going to be covered in another day, though. With winds like this. It's pretty windy. Alright. Do you miss the KLR 650? The answer to that is yes. I still miss it for long-range touring. The DRZ is way better than it used to be, but a KLR it is not. I'm gonna see how it does with a bigger sprocket. But yeah, I do miss my KLR. I miss wrenching on it and putting funky mods on it. Miss the community. I really love that bike. Interesting thing is you know, in the future, I don't know if I'll be getting another one. I'm just kind of gonna get a sampler of different bikes, I think, when the opportunity arises. Of course, I have no money, so anyway, I think my next bike is probably going to be a little kind of trail happy 250, and if it's an adventure, long touring bike, I might check out a DR 650. Oh, do you have a spare timing chain for a DRZ that you can post? Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't. What is your dream bike besides the Black Widow? Truthfully, the Black Widow is my dream bike. It does exactly what I want it to do. It doesn't need to go super fast. The suspension is excellent. Has a long range, super reliable, low maintenance. The DRZ 400 Black Widow is perfect. When are we gonna ride? By FrickinJim. Soon, man, whenever you can get up here. Let's do it. Me traveling to Las Vegas is kind of improbable. If you've got a truck, come on up, man. Huge fan of FrickinJim. Love that guy. He would destroy me on these trails. He's so fast. Do you feel obligated to answer messages and comments on Facebook and YouTube? By obligated, I'm assuming that means kind of a bad thing, like I feel like I have to and that's a bad thing. Sometimes I do. Sometimes there are days when I really don't want to answer comments and stuff like that, and there are days when I do. It just kind of depends on the day. And sometimes I spend a lot of time, I mean a ton of freaking time, answering comments and just responding and stuff. And you know, the thing that I don't like about it is it takes me away from my kids and my wife. When I get some spare time, there's other things that I'd probably rather be doing. But I mean, here's the other part of it though, is I really, really love getting to know the community and finding out, just kind of getting a pulse on the community. I really like talking to you guys, and the best thing about it is making friends. Now, I've only met a handful of people, a handful of YouTubers, but I gotta say, man, when it comes to riding with some of these guys, and some of these girls too, I would drop everything and go ride with them, because, man, that sounds, it just seems fantastic. Let's come over here. I'm gonna run out of daylight soon enough. Alright, next question. Is Wisconsin on your list of places to visit on your motorcycle? This is from Rockin' Rodney. Yes, Wisconsin is on my list of places to visit, and it never was until I met you, good sir. I don't know if I'm interested in visiting any other states up in the Northwest. If you got a lot of lakes and a lot of cool places, we'll see about it. That's a long way for me, but yeah, man, we need to go ride. What is your favorite community episode and why? My favorite community episodes are the paintball episodes, because it shows that you can break form from your normal routine and do something completely different, whoa, and have it be incredible. Okay, I'm lost. I've never been here. This is cool. Apparently Fort Pierce, old fort, that's cool. Say, while we're having this cool view right here, why don't I answer another question? What prompted you to start making videos in the first place? Jalen Cognito, who is a vlogger who sometimes rides motos, is a really cool guy. Look up to him. I saw a video of his kind of Farkled KLR that he got for cheap. I said, that's the bike for me. That's what I want to do. I was pretty set on a GS or a V-Strom, but watching him go off-road, I was really impressed. And another thing, Half Throttle's videos, where he goes off-road and things like that, showed me what the KLR could do, and he had one with a V-Strom and his GS. And he had a really hard time, and I sent him a message one time, and I just said, hey, could a KLR 650 do that stuff? And he said, oh yeah, without a problem. KLR could handle that with ease. So I thought, oh yeah, I'll buy a KLR. So you can thank those two. Next question. Would you agree that Canada's next flag should have an image of RideVictoria, and Astronaut Hadfield slamming together the ultimate bro fist? Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would say I would. I think that should be Canada's next flag. Throw in a little Celine Dion and you got yourself a winner. We didn't come this far. Maybe we did. Next one, are your graphic design and editing skills self-taught, or do you have a graphic design background? I took 2 classes in college. Thank you for that question, by the way. That makes me feel good. I took 2 graphic design. Well, I took 1 graphic design class in college, and I took 1 audio design class in college. Those were my only 2 like computer-based classes that were electives. There were some non-electives that were like Word and Excel and crap like that, but yeah, that was the only training that I'd had, really. I've really always enjoyed doinking around on the computer. Yeah, for the most part, it's self-taught. And truthfully, when they gave me the job as the graphic arts teacher, Fort Pierce Trailhead, yes, please. When they gave me the job at the graphic arts teacher, I brushed up a lot, and I'd already been making videos for YouTube, but when they gave me that job, I really kind of upped my game, and I remembered a lot of the cool stuff. Yes, this is where we wanted to go, Fort Pierce Trailhead. Then again, I might be riding into the sun, so maybe I don't want to go this way, I don't know. Let's see. What is the airspeed velocity of an, let's see, what the crap, what is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? Where do you guys get these questions? Well, that depends. Is it African or European? All right. What is your biggest regret in life? Getting deep there, son. My biggest regret in life is purchasing a house that I had in Orem, Utah, that basically cost my family and I some really important relationships. And generally just really it cost us, about $12,000 in the neighborhood of that much, because we lost money on it. Let's see. Dude, there are bunnies everywhere out here. There we go. Okay, well. Boom! Yeah, it's gonna get dark soon. Alright, let's see. Okay. What video editing software do you use? I use Sony Vegas 11 Platinum. It sounds fancy, but it's just the consumer version of Sony Vegas. It does the job. It's pretty good. I like it. Oh, Sandy! Why do you use the same boring font for all of your videos? Well, it's just Arial in caps and bolded sometimes. Ooh, that's fancy. And basically that's just kind of what I started with a long time ago. And I've just kind of stuck with it because it's kind of funny. I don't remember this. And if there's something I don't want to be, it's lost out here in the desert. But we shall push ahead. We shall forge ahead. That doesn't look like a pleasant route. This looks slightly more pleasant. Who is your inspiration in life? I'm assuming this doesn't mean motovloggers. And this is maybe going to be a surprise to some people. But my inspiration in life is, it's honestly Mr. Duff Factor. Somebody who would drop everything to help a person in need. Somebody who's funny and just got things put together. And family is a massive priority to him. So yeah, he's a big inspiration in my life. Oh, can I donate to you to help your situation? I actually get asked that quite a bit, and it makes me feel pretty awesome because, should I go up that? Yeah, let's. Yeah, now we're on the right trail. Okay. Now I know where we are. Goodness sakes. Alright, yeah, this is familiar. Really glad I made that decision. Oh, what was that question? Oh, can I donate? Here's the thing, you guys. I don't really like that idea because, well, I just don't. And I'll happily donate to other people when I have money and stuff. But realistically, I don't really like the idea of accepting donations because I need to get my stuff sorted out. Now, here's the thing. I'm gonna start a business soon, and I'll be selling motorcycle-related products, and I would love it if you would buy those things. A, because I promise you they will be less expensive than anywhere else, and B, you know, that's a good way to support somebody, because you're getting something in return. Oh, this is an amazing canyon. Alright, next one. Let's see, how much do you ride per year? I try to ride at least twice a week. I ride whenever I can. The next question is, this is a good one. What's up with your crazy pants? That's a great question. Today, while I was at a buffet, I actually went to a buffet dinner. We got treated by my sister-in-law. Went to a buffet dinner, and I was wearing these shorts, you know, these guys. And the lady was like, this old lady, cool old lady was like, "Now those are some jazzy pants." Oh, and then she proceeded to say, "And this is a delicious enchilada." Yeah, this is the trail. I love this stuff. I'm gonna go fast through. Oh, little boom mishap there. Nope, can't really go fast because the boom is just getting smacked around. Okay, there we go. Wow, Rojoneck and Duff Factor. When we did this a while ago, it was pretty good. I gotta tell you, it is so sandy now. It is like a one big sand dune. Oh, what's up with that lame eagle shirt? First of all, it's not lame. Second of all, it's regal eagle to you, mister. And third of all, I've also had compliments on that, and it was $5 at Walmart. Yeah. So it was stylish, patriotic, and decam. Booyah. Oh, do you carry a weapon or a gun? That's affirmative. I carry a Kel-Tec PF9. From what I know, when I bought it, it was the lightest, flattest 9mm on the market, and I really like it. It's not a fun gun to shoot because it's really quite burly. For such a small gun to pack the punch of a 9mm, but I like it. And then the other weapon I carry two knives. One of them is a concealed, kind of a pocket knife thing, and the other is a survival knife. That's only on me when I ride a motorcycle out here in this crazy stuff, alone, with no cell service, only my survival stuff. It's actually pretty intense to be out here. Let's answer the next question. How did you make that super boom? Well, I had a video up of how I made it, and then I took it down because I think that's one of the things that I'm going to really work on, a really cool design with a lot of different features that's kind of motovlogger and adventure sport friendly, and then sell that. It's part of my business. So if you really want to know how to make it, message me and I'll send you the link. Happy to. But if you'd like to wait for the ultimate boom to come out, and it'll be something you can't make yourself, but if you'd like to wait for the ultimate boom design to come out, we're going to be building the prototype in a couple of weeks here, and then hopefully get it start selling it pretty soon after that. Whoa! Okay, next question. What do you like to do besides motorcycling? Well, funny enough, I really enjoy hanging out with my kids. I'm kind of new at this whole stay-at-home dad thing, and I gotta say, I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. It was hard at first, but man, there's nothing bad about it. I get to spend a ton of time with my kids. My days are really chill. And life is good. The next thing I like to do is I really like to play video games. Really like video games. Batman Arkham Asylum and Batman Arkham City are my favorite games because I'm a nerd. I love Batman. This is really tiring. Let's see. What is your favorite movie? My favorite movie is Life is Beautiful. Mission Impossible. I like Star Wars. I love Inception. Orange County is a great movie. What's your favorite book? I really enjoyed writing my own book, and I'm pretty self-absorbed, so that's my favorite book. But it was based on Catcher in the Rye and Count of Monte Cristo and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Those aren't necessarily my favorite books, but really had a lot of inspiration there. Would you rather eat strawberries that taste like poo or poo that tastes like strawberries? I would rather eat strawberries that taste like poo, because I'd rather have some short-term discomfort than, barf my guts out for an entire night. Have you ever been in the military? I tried to be in the military, but apparently they don't like people who are depressed, suicidally depressed, which I am. B, they don't like people with kidney stones. And C, they don't like people who have broken their ankles 8 times snowboarding or skateboarding. And I have done all those things. It's on to a next question that I know I'll get about the suicidally depressed thing. Yes, I am depressed. And yeah, there is a pretty heavy suicidal element that comes along with that. Even on good days, you know, I'll think about suicide. It's ideation. I think about suicide almost every day. This comes along with the way the chemicals in my brain work. And obviously I'm a pretty happy guy. But yeah, sometimes that depression hits. And when I'm not ready for it with meditation and the right kind of diet and things like that, it can really make life a living hell. What is your favorite moto video on YouTube? This is my KLR 650 by Half Throttle. And then how to pick up a dual sport motorcycle by Half Throttle. And then Adventure Now by Accidental Broadcast. And I also love the Volcan Baru series by Half Throttle. Alright, next question. Oh, what is your favorite non-moto video on YouTube? That might be the kindness boomerang. That's the first thing that kind of comes to the top of my head. Kindness boomerang. It's absolutely fantastic. Go watch it. What is the favorite video that you've made? Well, I really like Why Ride a Motorcycle. I've spent a ton of time on that. But truthfully, that just barely changed, and I don't know why. I was listening to some music on Pandora. Listen to classical music. And the song by Philip Glass came on, and I knew that I had to put a video to it. And I was listening to it while I was watching some of my footage in slow motion to try to find some footage for Yamajo 120. Because he's putting together a little compilation video with Nest Up Productions, which is going to be really awesome. Man, it's cool. But, oh man, that's just sand. Alright, let's do this, chumps! Yeah, bunny! But anyway, I was looking through slow motion footage, my footage slow motion, and then I decided to put it up to this music that I was hearing, and I kind of put it together, and then I was like, man, this is like my favorite video ever. It's just cool. It's so cool to see yourself ride. And I'm not a good rider by any stretch of the imagination, but it's just awesome to see that your body is working and doing things, and so much more than this view, you know? Because with the first-person view, all you see is the bars. You don't see anything of the work of the motorcycle. It's a beautiful chemistry between man and machine, and I think that's why I enjoy it so much. Alright, next question. Oh yeah, this is a good one. Whew. If you could ride anywhere in the world with anybody on any bike, who, where, and what would you choose? Well, it's kind of a funny question because realistically, my first choice would be any bike. My second choice would be anywhere. My third choice would be with my wife. And my second choice would be with my son when he grows up. And my third choice would be riding dual sport motorcycles. It doesn't matter which ones. with accidental broadcast in Maui. That seems amazing, right? I mean, I think every one of his subscribers has probably made a comment or sent him something that says, "Hey man, I gotta come out there and ride with you." And I don't think people mean it lightly. I think people really do want to get out there. It just seems amazing. And now he's got a connection with Mr. Mike. Man, that seems fun. But yeah, I really loved it when my wife rode this bike back when it was the Mighty Duck and I had the KLR. When finances get better, I'm going to find her a little 250 or a 225 or something. Because look at this. This is just way too good to do alone. Next question. Oh, I need to flip the page. Do you like dressing up for the ride or the slide? I'm not 100% sure what that means. But I do enjoy dressing up. You know, I'll dress up with as much armor as I can. And another question is do you ride ATGATT? And the answer to that is yes, always, even in 107, 110 degree weather. Unless I'm going out to test out a quick mic setup or the boom or camera placement of some sort, then I'll just ride around by my house and just put on my helmet. Let's see. Could you talk about the crash on the cruiser? My answer to that is, what crash? I know that I have a... Oh! I know that I have a... you know, in the Why Ride a Motorcycle video, it shows a beat-up cruiser, and that's pretty misleading. I say it was a near miss, but the pictures show a crashed Bronco and a crashed Suzuki Intruder, which was my bike. And you know, I didn't mean to mislead people, but I think it came out that way. Basically, I had a near miss on my cruiser. A Bronco came flying by me at probably 70 miles an hour, inches away from me, sliding into traffic, and that shook me up enough to sell the bike. Where am I? And why am I not in that canyon? That's where I want to be, is in that canyon. Oh, here's a good one. Why don't you swear? Well, like I said before, I really appreciate clean motovlogging. Oh. I appreciate clean motovlogging. I don't really swear a lot. That's just kind of how I was raised. What is this? Well, that's just how I was raised, and truthfully, I would not want to say anything that would offend my wife or my mother, and I don't want to say anything that would offend my son, or that I wouldn't want my son to say. So well, it looks like I'm not going to take that really cool canyon rip, because I don't know where it's at. But yeah, whoa! If it's anything that I would be upset that my son was saying, I don't want to say it on a motovlog. And I don't listen to motovlogs that have that kind of language for that same reason. Basically, my mom trained me up right, and would throw a hardened dinner roll at my head if I ever said anything inappropriate. The next question, and I know this because I looked at this one. Why do you bleep out words that aren't swear words? Well, if you've ever seen one of my favorite videos, the accidental broadcast, how to pick up the half throttle, how to pick up a motorcycle, I just thought that was so funny. And, you know, I mean, even though I'm saying words like crap or damn or hell or, you know, some minor word, I still don't want my son to hear it. He's already addicted to words like poop and pee and thinks those are the funniest words in the world. Oh, this is a good question from John Grammaticus, one of my favorite subscribers. Really good friend, actually. I really like him. He asks the question, why did you move to St. George so suddenly? Wow. Great question. Like I said, I have a depressive disorder, and it gets bad with the cold weather and the seasons. My wife also has seasonal affective disorder. The air quality up there in the winter is the worst in the world in Utah Valley, Utah. And to get a little bit random, the main reason was I kind of had a religious experience where I knew that I was meant to be down here. So there you go. Oh, these birds. Gross birds. Alright, the next question is from MrRojoneck. It's, how do you get rid of pigeons? You get rid of pigeons by getting some bird seed and a couple of mouse traps, putting them on your roof. You can also get rid of magpies this way. Just switch out bird seed with bacon, raw bacon, and rat traps. The next question, how does your wife feel about you running around? How does your wife feel about you running around talking to yourself on a motorcycle? That's a good question. She feels fine about it as long as I'm safe. You know, as long as I keep it under about 50 on the dirt, she's happy. In fact, she likes it so much that she's done a little bit of motovlogging as well. And I'm excited for her to get back into that. We've already got a name picked out for her and everything. It's Miss or Mrs. Adventure. Are phones as scared of you as you are of them? In context, I am deathly afraid of making phone calls. I have something called phonophobia. I hate telephones. I hate telephone calls. And no, phones are not afraid. I'm not as afraid of making calls of me as I am of them. I'm definitely more afraid of phones. Phones can't think. They're not afraid of anything, which is probably why I'm so fearful of them. Do you have a special secret box full of clever ideas for your video? No. I have a Google document that is full, literally like 20 pages long, single-spaced, of decam ideas, of trail tales, of all kinds of stuff. I have a ton of content to put out and not a lot of time to put it out there. But yeah, that's the sitch. Alright, let's see. MrRojoneck versus Batman. Who has better motorcycle skills? Well, come on, you guys. It's easily MrRojoneck. You don't even have to ask that question. MrRojoneck, hands down. I love Batman. Well, I'm gonna tell you something, and it's probably gonna make MrRojoneck really upset, but MrRojoneck is Batman. It's just his daytime alias. What do I do at night, huh? Fight crime. Ah, here's a good question. How do you get YouTube to actually give you decent coin for putting up videos? Oh, man, you don't. Here's a tip for new motovloggers. You might think, oh, I'm gonna get paid some money. No, you're really not. You're just not. I just passed 3,000 subscribers. I don't get a check every month. I get a check every 2 months. The threshold to get a check is $100, and so I'm making $100 every 2 months. So you don't get paid money to make motovlogs. You have a fun hobby and you meet people. Now, if you're really, really poor, like I am, oh, here we go, entering Washington City. Apparently we're back. If you're really poor like I am, then, you know, that $100 every 2 months is going to be a welcome addition. But, you know, if you're not poor or whatever, just do it as a hobby. It's really not going to make money. There's no such thing as decent coin on YouTube until you start getting into the tens of thousands of views per video. Let's see, next one. Do you pay a mechanic or do you work on your own bike? I've never gone to a mechanic with my motorcycle. And the reason being is not because I'm some kind of amazing mechanic, but because it's a really good opportunity for me to get to know my bike, to get on some forums and find some, ooh, there's a bump shake. Get on some forums, find some good forums, find some good friends and people to make contacts with that you can link up with on forums. Yeah, I'm not going to pay a mechanic for something that I can do. Most importantly, it's an opportunity for me to learn how to do it, and it's an opportunity to get to know some good people on forums and to find some good resources on forums. Oh, what's better, the DRZ or your brother's DR650? Well, before it was the Black Widow, my brother's 650 was better. Now that it's the Black Widow, the DRZ is way better. Are there any good deals in Utah? What websites? KSLClassifieds.com will get you some awesome deals. That's bigger and better than anything else. Let's see, what do we got? Did that one. 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 That's it. Well, you guys, it's getting dark. I turned the boom off. I drank some water. I'm heading home on this dirt freeway. Thank you so much for your questions. And if you have any more, just ask them to me on Facebook. The days go by, and I really appreciate the friendly comments and getting to know y'all. So hopefully a lot of you guys without bikes will get them soon and ride safe. So just since you made it through this really long and crazy episode, this really long series, I'm actually thinking of starting a new channel that doesn't involve motorcycling. It involves just shorts, little shorts. I'll probably also be starting that business soon and making a channel for that. So thanks again, you guys, for all the support. I'll catch you on the flip side. I really love you guys. We'll see ya.